All right, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahasher Hakudash. All right, I want to give double honors to our apostles, a great millstone, rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit wind Judah. And today I want to go into a lesson entitled, do it with all thy might, man. All right, because this truth is our career, or this is our passion. Ultimately, it's our life. All right, it's what gives us purpose. All right, it's what gives us direction. It's what gives us a drive. All right, and there's a way that we go about dealing with this truth, man. And basically, we go hard, man. All right. So we're gonna open up with Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatsoever thou findest to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. All right. And one of the gifts the Yahweh Bashmal Shai gives to the elect is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. There's actually a gift for the elect, man. All right. But we can't basically have step in this truth. All right. There's a book, an audio book that I read, which you can actually get the book. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. And he said, roughly paraphrasing, that when it comes to your purpose, everything you do is for your purpose. Right? The food you eat is for your purpose. All right. The lifestyle you live is for your purpose, man. All right. That's doing something with all thy might, man. All right. Let me see if I can get that because this truth is a great labor. Okay. This truth is a great form of labor, man. And Yahweh Shema Shai gives us based on what we put in. Of course, we've already have our predestined allotted portions in this truth, but the Most High deals with you based on how much you put into this knowledge, man. All right, so let me just find the scripture. I think there's Ecclesiasticus, the 6th chapter. All right. It's Sirach, chapter 6, verse 19, and it's talking about wisdom. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. But like a brother was talking about this past week, when somebody that plows, all right, that's basically breaking the soil to make it loose so you can put the seed in there, all right. But that's a tedious job, man. All right, but that's something that it really takes effort, okay. So when it comes to this truth, man, we're really laboring. We really have to put in the work. And really our biggest asset, our main tool is our mind. All right. How much we're investing our minds into this truth, man. All right. Sirach 16:19 again. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruit. But thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon, man. All right. So basically, you have to come unto her, talking about wisdom being personified as a woman when it says her. All right. But you have to come unto her like a laborer, man. All right. We really have to put in the work in this truth, man. All right. But the same way these elite athletes are with their career, all right, with their profession, that's how we have to be in this truth. And if you don't feel like you're at that point, then you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that he puts that drive in you, man. All right, because we only have one time to labor. We only have one time to do it, man. So we might as well, like they say in the world, do it big, man. All right, go hard or go home. All right. From there, I'm going to get 1 Corinthians 9. It's around 27. Let me go up. It says 1 Corinthians 9, and I started 25. I started 24. 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Like it says in the scriptures, many are called, but few are chosen. All right. But then it says in verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. All right. So a man that has a profession, a man that has, basically he's an athlete, he's temperate or moderate in all things, man. But that's part of doing something with all your might when every avenue of your life, all right, is for the benefit of your purpose. And our purpose is this truth, man, teaching the gospel. All right. Sirach, 1 Corinthians 9:25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I put under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall become a castaway. But it says, I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. Now, spiritually in this truth, that's mortifying your members, man. All right, because the way you open up your spirit, the spiritual man, the way you tap into the spirit is you have some type of control. Have some type of control over your body, man. Control your own devices, man. All right, and that's how the Heavenly Father deals with you, man. That's one way that He deals with you is after you put your body under control, man. All right, that's why it says in Colossians. I could get it real quick. You know, one of my favorite scriptures. Okay, Colossians 3. All right, Colossians 3 and 5. I'll just get to the point. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. But it says, mortify therefore your members, which basically means put to death, man. All right? So yeah, there's requirements for really being in tune with Yahweh by Shema Shai. And you may feel that, look, I'm doing the works, I'm teaching, and I'm reading, all right? But you have a zone that you could tap into that you may or may not have tapped into, man. And part of being in that zone is basically killing your flesh, killing your physical self, so to speak, the old man. All right, and that what happens is that makes way for the new man. All right, because like it says in the scriptures, the spirit warreth against the flesh and the flesh against the spirit, man. So the way you really are amplified in the spirit is that you have some type of control over the flesh for the sake of the gospel, man. All right? So you can really tap into it because all elite athletes understand that there's something called discipline, man. All right? There's something called discipline. All right? Let me make sure I ain't going too long. And speaking of discipline, I'm going to get Wisdom of Solomon. All right? Because I think it was Benjamin Franklin. He stole these. You have these so-called great men in American history that act like they came with some profound proverb and come to find out they got it from our forefathers, man. Okay? Let's see. Let me just get to the point. It might be in chapter 6, but just type it up. All right? Just give me 1 second, Akim. Okay, it was chapter 8. And it says Wisdom of Solomon 8. And this is going into the 4 virtues of wisdom, which really can be applicable to your life in this truth, man. And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. And then her, once again, is wisdom being personified as a woman. For she teaches, and this is where we get the 4 virtues from. All right. For she teaches temperance. Now, what did it say in 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter? That a man is striving for the mastery is what? Temperate in all things. All right. So it says, for she teaches temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude. So temperance is basically balance, self-control, self-restraint. All right. Prudence is foreseeing something, like foreseeing the evil. Justice, well, we know what that is basically equity. And fortitude is discipline or courage. All right. The courage to do something amid adversity, that's fortitude, man. Or having a strong mind. The element in fortitude is fort. Like how one will build a fort around a walled city, or the wall will make it a fort. All right. And that's something that protects the city. So that wall is really the scriptures that fortifies our spirit, man. All right. Because they did not say wisdom is a defense. All right. They did not say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. That's wisdom being a fort to our spirits, man. All right. That's where you get fortitude from. All right. It says, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. So it says the men can have nothing more profitable than what they call the four virtues, man, which is temperance, prudence, justice, and fortitude. And that's something that we can pray to obtain. But that's more valuable than gold, silver, land, cattle, wealth. All right? It's the byproducts of wisdom, which is prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance, man. All right? So, going back to I'll go back to 1 Corinthians 9. All right. 1 Corinthians 9. It says, 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize, and that prize is basically the kingdom. All right, and it's a challenge, man. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery. See, we're striving for the mastery, man. All right, we have the same minds as people in the world who striving for these Olympic gold medals, man. We dedicate our lives to this, man. All right, because we want the crown, man. All right, 1 Corinthians 9:25, and every man that striving for the mastery is temperate in all things. All right, going back to one of those virtues of wisdom. Now, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, like I said, those Olympic gold medals, the notoriety, but we incorruptible. So we're putting our all into this thing. All right, going back to Ecclesiastes. All right, we're putting our all to this thing, man. But we're doing it so we can have a crown and a position in the kingdom, man, without dying, man. All right. So, hey, that's pretty much the point. Hey, is that, man, look, whatever you do it all your might. And in this truth, man, we got to go hard, because when they shut the city down, it's over with. When they shut off YouTube, it's over with. Now you're going to have regrets, man. So you only have one time to do it, so you might as well do it right, man. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings at the house of David the elect. Abba Abba, Commercial, Shalom.